monthly collective meditations to strengthen the collective desire to spread Sahaja Yoga to all countries in Africa. This initiative is part of the project to reach the 100 million Sahaja Yogi mark for the 100th anniversary of Shree Mataji's birthday in 2023. The plan is to have monthly meditations always on the first Sunday of the month, to be led by a different African country. By meditating collectively, we ask for the blessings of Adi Shakti for the African Sahaja Yoga collectives and for all realization projects in Africa. We are very happy that Kenya hosts our first session today. Please use the chat function to let us know who is present. To all our French-speaking brothers and sisters, please note the French translation of Welcome to Kenya will be displayed in the chat screen at the end of the session. Enjoy. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Nos chers frères et sœurs de tout le monde entier, bienvenue très humblement à vous tous à cette méditation pour l'Afrique et par l'Afrique. Aujourd'hui, c'est la première session d'une série de méditations mensuelles collectives pour fortifier la désir collectif, pour se répondre à tous les pays africains. Cette initiative fait partie d'un projet pour atteindre le but d'avoir 100 millions Sahaja Yogis pour la 100e anniversaire de Shri Mataji en 2023. Le plan est d'avoir les méditations mensuelles régulièrement chaque dimanche, la première dimanche d'un mois. Un pays différent guidera la méditation. En méditant collectivement, nous demandons les bénédictions de la Shakti pour les Sahaja Yogis collectifs africains et pour tous les projets de la réalisation du soi en Afrique. Nous sommes heureux que Kenya accueille la première session aujourd'hui. S'il vous plaît, utilisez le chat function pour qu'on sache qui sont présents. Nos frères et sœurs francophones, s'il vous plaît, utilisez la traduction française « Bienvenue au Kenya » qui sera affichée sur l'écran de chat à la fin de session. Jai Shri Mataji et bonne méditation.
Hello everyone, Jai Shri Mataji. My name is Evelyn Obondo from Kenya. We, the Sahaja Yogis of Kenya, Africa, humbly welcome you to the Kenyan meditation program. Thank you for joining us today for this meditation in Africa. The program is as follows. First, welcome to Kenya. Second, Sahaja Yoga in Kenya. Third, our meditation session. And the last, the conclusion. Without any further delays, come with us to Kenya.
Welcome to Kenya. Kenya is a country in East Africa, famous for its scenic landscape and vast wildlife preserves. It encompasses wide open savanna to the snow-capped peaks of Mount Kenya, as well as lakelands, the dramatic Great Rift Valley, and mountain highlands. It's also home to wildlife like lions, elephants, and rhinos. Kenya is also known for the Great Migration that runs into the Serengeti National Park and neighboring Tanzania. Over 1 million wildebeest and zebra make their annual stampede to and from the Masai Mara Plains. Its Indian Ocean coast provided historically important ports by which goods from Arabian and Asian traders have entered the continent for many centuries. Nairobi, the capital city and also the largest city in Kenya, and is not only the beautiful city to live in, but it is a gorgeous metropolis to make a living as well. It is East Africa's most favorable business hub. Lamu Town is Kenya's oldest continually inhabited town and was one of the original Swahili settlements along coastal East Africa. It is believed to have been established in 1370. Kenya became a republic and got its independence from United Kingdom in 1963. Kenya consists of 8 provinces and has a population of around 53.7 million as of 2020, which is 0.69% of the world population. The country's 2 official languages spoken in Kenya are Swahili and English. Agriculture is the main engine of economic growth in Kenya. About 75% of Kenyans earn all or part of their income from the sector. Kenya is a leading producer of tea and coffee, as well as third leading exporter of fresh produce such as cabbages, onions, and mangoes. Small farms grow most of the corn and also produce potatoes, bananas, beans, peas, and chilies. Major industries include agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining, manufacturing, energy, tourism, and financial services. Although Kenya's economy is the largest and most developed in Eastern and Central Africa, it is a lower middle-income economy. 36.1% of its population lives below poverty line. This severe poverty is mainly caused by economic inequality, government corruption, and health problems. The predominant religion in Kenya is Christianity, which is estimated 85% of the total population. Islam is the second largest religion in Kenya. Other faith practices in Kenya are Baha'i, Buddhism, Hinduism, and traditional religions. There are approximately 50,000 Chinese people living in Kenya.
We hope you enjoyed this introduction to our beautiful country. We will now introduce you to Sahaja Yoga in Kenya. Enjoy.
How did Sahaja Yoga start in Kenya? In summer 1993, Shree Mataji went for a tour in Europe. I was a young yogi then, having got self-realization in August 1991, and in the French collective from 1992. In summer 1993, in July, Uncle Bokwe from South Africa, Arsène Mutambasa from Congo-Brazzaville, and I found ourselves in Paris Ashram in Montfermeil to meet with our Divine Mother. We gave her a map of Africa so that she could put her divine feet on it. I told Mother that I was due to go to Kenya for work, and she mentioned that she had actually been to Kenya quite some years ago. When I arrived in the capital Nairobi in August 1993, I was struck by the fact that the beautiful house where I landed would become an ashram. It is in this house in Nairobi that people started to get self-realization. At that time, Kenya was under the iron fist of the dictator Daniel Arap Moi, and we were not officially recognized. But the priority was to give a maximum self-realizations, as Uncle Grégoire de Calbert-Matin told me when he came in 1994. So the spreading of Sahaja Yoga was twofold. First, giving self-realization all around to a maximum of people. Two, building the collectivity through the ashram. The first Sahaj Safari took place in October 1993, when I got a chance to give self-realization to quite some people on a trip to North Kenya. But the first to take seriously to Sahaja Yoga were Mutwa, and then two young ladies, Martha and Rose, followed by Nimisha, who helped create the original nucleus of yogis. We used to meet in this Lavington house or its garden full of auspicious trees. In February 94 were the funerals of a great soul from the Luo tribe, the former vice president of Kenya, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, who had fought for independence alongside the first president, Jomo Kenyatta. And he had met the Mahatma Gandhi in India. That's where I met Rose's brother, Wycliffe, a well-educated and connected young man who helped a lot to establish Sahaja Yoga in Nairobi. In 95, it was another boost when another Luo lady, Miriam, took to Sahaja Yoga. Many of her sisters and brothers came along, and her good job allowed her to contribute to establish the collectivity financially. We could have more public programs in private hotels in Nairobi. We were just a handful of established yogis at that time, with a growing number of people around. But it is this group, soon to be joined by Samuel Naikada, a Maasai, who was to provide the pillars of Sahaja Yoga in Kenya and spread all over the country later on. After a young lady from Congo, Joël, arrived in 95, together with Samuel, who had got self-realization from Rajan from South Africa when he came to Kenya, the house became an ashram. Despite having no legal existence for Sahaja Yoga at that time, we started spreading Sahaj first in Nairobi through public programs, then in other cities, mainly in Western Kenya. In Bondo, near the city of Kisumu on the Lake Victoria, Wycliffe's eldest brother was the headmaster of Miwani High School. He and many teachers got self-realization, and there was soon a nice group of more than 20 yogis there. At that time, I used to attend many international pujas with Shri Mataji, and she would ask about Mombasa repeatedly, where she had been with Sir CP in 1973. So we went there in 96 and started programs at the Polytechnic School. Soon after, Wycliffe's sister, Rose, got posted there, and she built a group of about 20 seekers attending regular meditations with her. As we started to have bigger programs, the collective was growing slowly but surely. In 96 came Rajiv, a Kenyan-born Indian seeker, and together with Uncle Nag, who had come from India, he was instrumental to introduce Indians to Sahaja Yoga. In 1999, there were centers in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Kericho, and a few other minor centers, representing a nice group of about 100 plus yogis, mainly black African people, about 30 Indians, and a bunch of white people. After I had left Kenya in 1999, our brother from India, Kapil Goyal, came in 2002 and took over building or rebuilding the collective in Kenya. At this time, the official registration of Sahaja Yoga Kenya was done, and the country had become a democracy.
Shri Mataji, it was year 2002 when I shifted from Nigeria to Kenya in my new job. Nairobi was my new karma bhumi to work and also to spread Sahaja Yoga in that beautiful country of big five animals. So when I started living in Nairobi, I found the Sahaj collectivity was pretty small, maybe 4 or 5 yogis there. I had very strong desire to be an instrument for Sahaj Yoga spreading in Kenya, and in that mission 2-3 active yoginis, Sahaj yoginis helped me, and that's how the Sahaj Yoga spreading work started. First of all, I introduced Sahaj Yoga to my own apartment mates where I was living in a paying guest accommodation, and they were around 7 to 8 members. They all got self-realization within the first week of my living there. And also they came to the Sahaja Yoga Weekly Center in Maharashtra Mandal in Nairobi. So that was the beginning for me, and it was really motivating. Then we got chance to go on air live on the most popular radio FM of Nairobi. It is called East 106 FM radio, very popular among Indians and especially Gujaratis there. They invited us to give an interview about Kundalini, Shakti, about Sahaja Yoga, and they had been already advertising before 2-3 days so that more and more people can listen to it. This live air interview was listened by thousands and thousands of listeners across Kenya and also some other countries like Nigeria. By the grace of Shree Mataji, many listeners got their self-realization too at the end of the interview, when we asked the listeners to open their hands and to pray to Shree Mataji for getting their divine connection. And many of them followed the instructions, and they felt cool breeze, and they called us instantly when we were sitting in the studio. After this radio interview, we were invited by Sikh community, the Sardar community of a city called Kericho in Kenya, and approximately 50 Sikh families got their self-realization in their auditorium. They had a very big Gurudwara. In the auditorium, we did this program, and they got their blessing for the first time. Then we also got chance to go to Nakuru city, which is also in Kenya, and we did a Sahaj program there. During that visit, we also held one small havan at the bank of Nile River in Nakuru, and it was a very small havan. Just 4 or 5 of us did that by the grace of Shree Mataji. And like a miracle, and very interestingly, when we were doing this havan, a baby crocodile, what we call alligator, it came out of the river and sat down quietly near the havan kund. And after the aarti was done, it quietly went back also. We don't know who he was, maybe some very pious soul. We got chance to do few more public programs in Nairobi afterwards, in Athi River area, in Mombasa city. And then we went to Tanzania as well, the neighboring country, and we did some programs in Moshi town and also in the capital, Dar es Salaam. During my Kenya job, I also got chance to visit Kinshasa, Congo in Central Africa. I went there for my official trip of my company, and unfortunately I got kidnapped there by armed robbers one day, and by the grace of Shree Mataji, I got escape also, and I returned safe to my hotel. And not only that, next day we could do a very good public program of Sahaja Yoga for the Indian community in Kinshasa in a Hindu temple. So likewise, many things were happening during my stay there. I got this blessing to become an instrument for Sahaja Yoga spreading, and a lot of things I learned there in that country. It's a very beautiful country. There are a lot of other beautiful memories and incidents in my mind, but I'm not able to share all of them. So I'm just sharing a few of them. Jai Shri Mataji.
After Kapil's stay, Rajiv Rajan came and continued for years with the collective. In 2012, a group of yogis from UK carried out some successful programs in Nairobi and Kisumu, out of which our sister Evelyn Odek got her self-realization, and she's here with us today. Sahaja Yoga had its ups and downs in Kenya, but there are still dedicated yogis today who continue the work of enlightening this beautiful land, which is more fertile and open to truth than ever today. Jai Shri Mataji.
And now, brothers and sisters, we begin our meditation program.
Jai Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters from all over the world and in Africa from all the different parts of Africa welcome the entire Sangha to the series of meditations to be held by the African yogis from different countries today. Shri Mataji, you are all welcome, and may you all join us in these sessions of meditations starting from today. Shri Mataji, Param Puja Shri Mataji, we come before you today in humility as your children from Africa, from Kenya, on the eastern part of African continent, on the equator, to present the meditation today. Mother, may you please grant us the humility in our hearts to present this meditation of the collective Sangha from Africa and from all over the world. And Mother, may you bless us and forgive us for any mistakes we may make during the presentation of this meditation. Shri Mataji. Let us all rise together to welcome Shri Mataji.
स्वागत आगत स्वागतम हम सब करते स्वागतम हम सब करते स्वागतम आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी आप ही तारे आज हमारे बीच पधारे श्री माता जी झुम झुम के करते हैं गान झुम झुम के करते हैं गान स्वागत आगत स्वागतम स्वागत आगत स्वागतम उज्जवर माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर उज्जवल माता जी के दर्शन पाकर करते हैं स्वागत दिल से गाकर प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम प्रेम फूलों की माला पहनाते हैं हम स्वागत आगत स्वागतम स्वागत आगत स्वागतम निर्मल माँ से गिनती हमारी जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी निर्मल माँ से गिनती हमारी जीवन सुख से कर दे भारी आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे आनंद प्रेम शांति सदा ही रहे स्वागत आगत स्वागतम स्वागत आगत स्वागतम हम सब करते स्वागतम
Jai Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters from around the world.
Bienvenue à tous les sages yogis à cette méditation collective pour l'Afrique.
Let us all bow down at Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet and take collective bandhan.
On va se prosterner devant les pieds de Shri Mataji. En mettant l'attention à Sahasrara, on va monter la Kundalini et faire les bandhans.
We will say 3 Ganesh mantras.
On va dire le mantra pour Shri Ganesha 3 fois. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
We will now pray to Shri Mataji to put us in balance. Let us put our attention to our Muladhara chakra and ask Shri Mataji to enlighten our Ganesh Tattva by making us both innocent and wise. We ask Shri Mataji to please fill every cell of our body with complete dedication and surrender of Shri Ganesha to your holy lotus feet.
On demande à Shri Mataji de nous balancer. On met l'attention au Muladhara. Ici, on prie à Shri Mataji de donner l'innocence et la sagesse, et que chaque cellule entière dans le corps soit dédiée et se rendre hommage au pied lotus de Shri Mataji.
We now place both our hands on Mother Earth and say the Ganesh Atharva Shirsha.
En mettant les mains sur la terre, on récite la Ganesh Atharva Shirsha.
Shri Ganesh Atharva. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshadatmasi Nityam Ritam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avatvam Mam Avavaktaram Avashrotaram Avadataram Avadhataram Avanucha Namavashisham Avapaschattat Avapurastat Avottaratat Avadakshinatat Avachordhvatat Avadharatat सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let us now meditate for a short while with our attention on Sahasrara.
Maintenant, on va méditer pour quelque temps avec l'attention à Sahasrara.
Jai Shri Mataji. In this meditative mood, we will now listen to Shri Mataji's talk on innocence. Shri Ganesha Puja, Camp Marston, USA, 1986.
Jai Shri Mataji. Dans cet état méditatif, on va écouter Shri Mataji sur la parole d'innocence. Shri Ganesha Puja, Camp Marston, 1986 aux États-Unis.
So, to begin with, when the Shakti created this universe and Sadashiva was watching her creation, the first thing she created on this earth was innocence. And the embodiment of that innocence was Shri Ganesh. The whole universe was covered with innocence, which we call as Omkar. This innocence protected all the creation of the world and penetrated into all that is matter. Matter is innocent. If you hit the matter, it will hit you back because it is built like that. It doesn't want to harm you by any method, except that if you try to hit it, it hits you back in its own nature. So it was called as Jara, the one that acts according to the built-in nature. Innocence in the animals is of another kind, where the animals do not know that they are committing crimes. Animals, when they say kill an animal, another animal, or trespass your properties, create nuisance all over, they don't know they are committing a sin or they are disobeying some laws. They live with the laws that are built within them. That's why they are called as pashus, means bondage, the pasha. Pasha means the bondage. They are under the bondage of the laws of God. Shri Shiva is called as Pashupati. Up to that stage, the innocence remains intact. Because there is no development of ego in them. So they are innocent. A tiger may eat a cow, still he is innocent. Or an elephant may trample over a human body, still he is innocent. But when going to a higher state, the Mother Shakti, the primordial mother, thought of creating a personality who will protect the innocence of human beings. Above the matter, above the animals, she created Shri Ganesha. And you know the story of Shri Ganesha, how he got the head of an elephant, symbolizing that Shri Ganesha, though he is a human being, he is like an animal as far as his head is concerned, that too of Sri Gajanana, in the sense that he has got the head of an elephant, which is the wisest animal in the animal kingdom. So, in such a head which is innocent, ego cannot develop. There is no ego. It's an egoless state. But human beings were created in a different manner, and when carbon was placed to create the amino acids, it also set in motion a new type of evolution in human beings, that at the Vishuddhi level, human beings raised their heads like this. Animals' heads are on the ground. So the energy flows downward into Mother Earth. But when man raised his head above against the energy of gravity, then a new complication started in the energy flow. And that is how at the Vishuddhi a problem started where Kundalini could not nourish or look after that problematic Vishuddhi. The reason is, when you raise your head from the Mother Earth, you remove yourself away from the natural power of Mother Earth. When you take your Vishuddhi upward like that, you see the result of that in this country, which is the country of Vishuddhi Chakra. That you started going to machines which are against nature, extracting the nature, disturbing the nature by creating atomic bombs, by changing the atom, breaking it. That means you went against the nature itself by raising your head. But if it was done in complete surrender to God, with your bent head towards the Mother Earth, it would not have harmed. But when you completely cut off yourself from that nature, which is so bountiful, which is so gracious. Yesterday you saw the beautiful pictures of the nature that surrounds you in this country. Such a rich country like America, without any gratitude towards its creator, raised its head upward. That's how the Vishuddhi problem started coming up. In every walk of life, the whole social structure was built up to fight the nature, not to go along with the nature. So the first attack came on the innocence itself, on the Muladhara itself. So the natural ways of Muladhara were given up. Marriage system has been here much before Christ. much before Abraham, much before Moses. And a sanctified marriage which was blessed by the society. Was acceptable since long. But man in his arrogance raised his voice against the marriage, against the natural way of leading a life of sanity. If it was natural to be the way people lead their private life, why do they get all kinds of diseases? If you are a natural person, you don't get any diseases. Because you are anti-nature, that's why. In this country, how many men and women were murdered for jealousy? If it was natural to be in love with 10 men and 10 women, then why jealousy? You should be happy, it's very natural. Because the head was raised at Vishuddhi Chakra, without surrendering to Sri Krishna, anti-life, antibiotic atmosphere started growing. And this kind of life has taken this great country now to the brink of complete destruction. The attack of innocence is the greatest weakness of this country. Not to value the power of chastity and a chaste life is the biggest mistake that was created by the people who started all kinds of trends and fads. Ganesha is the root of creation. When you go against Sri Ganesh, you start losing your roots. You have no roots at all. Then you get drifted into anything stupid, anything new that comes up. So much so that a person like Freud was worshipped and they forgot Christ, who said, "Thou shalt not have adulterous eyes." Ganesha to that level that even the eyes have to be innocent. There should be no lust in your eyes. But arrogance made them feel, what's wrong? What's wrong in this? What's wrong in this? Now the whole country is facing a great crisis because of arrogant enterprises. Still, they make a martyrdom out of all that is destructive. It's a very great responsibility on the Sahaja Yogis who live on the line of Sri Ganesh. But for the people who live in the land of Sri Krishna, the responsibility is absolutely on your neck. And you can't get out of it. Unless and until you understand the importance of innocence in your life. You cannot save this country, whatever I may try to do for it. It's only you who are going to save it. It's only you who are going to make it. When the Kundalini rises, Sri Ganesha is awakened in you. The Ganesha whom you never respected slowly comes up from his slumber, out of the hurt and the injuries inflicted on him. Still he stands up, but still weak. How are we going to nourish it? How are we going to look after its growth? The responsibility of Sahaja Yogis of America is very great. They cannot cheat anymore themselves. They cannot be satisfied with their arrogance. The mistakes have been grievous. So you have to take it up as a crusade against those mistakes and to establish your Sri Ganesh in a full form so that he gives you the necessary balance and the roots to nourish yourself.
Let us now sit in meditation to observe our Divine Mother's message.
On va méditer maintenant pour absorber les vibrations et le message de Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
We will now stand for Aarti followed by Maha Mantra.
On va se lever pour faire l'arti qui va se suivre par le Mahamantra.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार माँ, कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला माँ, कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो माँ, मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निरमल माता जी, जय निरमल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
And say thank you to Shri Mataji for gracing us with her divine presence, and thank you, Mother, for your blessings, guidance and protection.
Et on va dire à Shri Mataji merci pour sa présence divine et aussi pour ses bénédictions, sa protection et pour nous avoir guidés pour tout dans la vie.
Let us bow down, raise our Kundalini, and put ourselves in Bandhan.
On va se prosterner devant les pieds de Shri Mataji en mettant l'attention à sera. On va monter la Kundalini et faire les bandhan.
We, the Kenyan collective, humbly thank you for joining this meditation in Africa. We most humbly say thank you to our Divine Mother, Shri Adi Shakti, for allowing us this opportunity to unite with all brothers and sisters globally for this meditation. May we continue to grow deeper in our meditation. May we continue to rise higher in our ascent. May our love, friendship, brotherhood, and respect grow stronger for each other. May this be the start of a divinely beautiful relationship between all Sahaja Yogis around the world. Thank you, Shree Mataji family. Please do join our next meditation in Africa on the 7th of February 2021 to be led by Côte d'Ivoire. Dear family, please join us in watching our brothers and sisters of Africa sing in front of our Divine Mother. Dear Shri Mataji,
Mataji nikah.
mo ní ìyá. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá o. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá o. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Ẹ bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Ẹ bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Ẹ bá mi gbórúkọ rẹ̀ ga. Mataji nìkan ni mo ní ìyá. Mataji nìkan